I'm going to say something confronting today that I've been hearing a lot of people who are telling me that they can't get the job because the only way is to get through the ATS, or the only way is to keep doing what they're doing. And what they're doing hasn't been working. And instead of digging deeper or looking at ways that they could do things differently or ways that they could push their own brain to create a different result, what they're doing is they're absolving the responsibility and absolving the blame to something outside of them. And what really high performers do is they take responsibility for the problems and the obstacles in the way of a goal in a way that they can get to work solving them and putting their theories in place as to what could work instead. And when you are in the habit of doing that, then you get in the habit of creating results for yourself, whether that's a six-figure job, a promotion, where you are or somewhere else. You take responsibility, or you look at the problems in a way that you can do something about them, and you start to get to work on finding solutions and then putting those solutions into practice. So I'm doing a 3-day training on how to solve your way to a six-figure job and breaking down the problem solution framework that high performers use. So this is where people are really open to solving problems in a way that they haven't solved them before, looking at things that might be confronting that they don't want to look at. Maybe you have to take responsibility for something that you haven't taken responsibility for before. If you're willing to do that and you're willing to do the work, then there is no doubt that you can get a six-figure job, because we can look at the people who aren't, the people who are struggling, and then we can look at people who are landing jobs right now. I'm interviewing two of them this week. And it's easier, it's much easier to say, like, oh, well, it's easy for them because they don't have the ageism issue, or it's easy for them because they had this experience, or it's easy for them because they had the degree, or it's easy to be able to say that someone else could do it because they had something that you don't, right? But that's not what a high performer does. That's not what someone who creates results, that's not how they think. Okay. They're thinking, okay, but like that doesn't matter. How am I going to do it? Right. And there's always going to be somebody who's in the same position as you with the same circumstance, the same experience, the same degree, and they will have overcome the obstacles that you haven't overcome yet. And that's good news, because it just means that you need to put your brain to use in a different way than you have. And it's going to stretch you, it's going to challenge you, it's going to be mentally more taxing for you. And your brain just wants to conserve energy. It doesn't want to. It's like, no, it's easier if we just blame the ATS. It's easier if we just say the market is bad. Those are easy ways out, and they get you absolutely nowhere, right? Like, if that's true, you are screwed, right? So I can't help you because no one can, right? Because you've decided that the problems are not your responsibility to solve. Okay, so I'm really looking for the people who want to take responsibility for solving their own problems, who want to believe they're capable, who want to step into the identity of someone who creates results for themselves and who actually solves problems and gets really masterful at solving problems. Even when things get tougher, they are not afraid to walk away from a challenge. They actually want the challenge and they want to dive in and solve it. So if you are one of those people, then you belong on my training. Sign up with the link below. It's called Solve Your Way to a Six-Figure Job, the problem solution formula that high performers use. And by the end of it, you're going to be feeling like a different person. Okay. You're going to be feeling capable. You're going to be feeling like you know what to put into place to solve problems. You're going to know what problems to be looking at, and you'll be confronted with some things that you could take responsibility for that you haven't been doing yet, which is what is in the way of where you are and where you want to be. So if that sounds like something that is for you, I welcome you. I can't wait to see you and work with you. If it's not for you, if you would like to continue blaming the external circumstances, that's fine, but this is not going to be for you, and I recommend you go find another channel, another coach to listen to. So give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give me a thumbs down if you didn't. Sign up for the training below, and I will see you there. We will start next week. It'll be 3 intense days, and we will be diving deep into problem solving as to why you haven't gotten where you want to get and exactly what you need to focus on in order to get there. And I guarantee you it will be different than where you have been focusing up until now. I will see you there.